Lions TV post-match analysis of the game that's just finished. Sheffield United 2, Millwall 0. I'm going to use a word. A word of the day is discombobulated. I was talking to a mate of mine, Paul Jarman, watched the show. I said one thing that you can guarantee in this game is that it's going to be an absolute shocker of a first half, and it was. Look, I blame formation a little bit, but I just don't think the players are at it all game. I don't think the players are at it at all. Might cause a bit of an argument here, but I thought that Saville was the only one that was putting himself about in the first half, but still not necessarily good enough. It was just, yeah, like I say, it's discombobulated. We couldn't put a pass together. Our defence was playing so deep that what was happening is they were breaking with us. Our midfield couldn't get back. I saw a lot of people slagging Billy Mitchell off, and I don't think that's the case. I think that when they break that quick and your defence is that deep, you can't expect your midfield to be tracking back as quick as what we were expecting them to do. So I don't know again whether that's instruction or not. I'm not too sure. But it just didn't work. And someone put in a WhatsApp group at one point we were playing a 6-0-4 formation, right? And I believe that's right. I believe that's right. Listen, Afobe got absolutely nothing. I'm going to be really honest with you. This is the second game now that Afobe, for me, hasn't played that well. But somehow is always the guy that seems to stay on the pitch. Bennett was shocking. He just stayed wide all the time, Bennett. And, you know, Afobe had absolutely no one around him to help support him. All he could do was come and receive the ball. And then just have his back to goal. Like, you know, just receive the ball, pass it back again. But again, you know, nearly let it go in from a long shot. But it was a great penalty saver. Even better when you guys watch the watch the highlights when they come out. He's actually moved like a second before he's kicked it. So he's had to like proper dive down to get to that. Fantastic save. But look, all in all, let's be honest about it. I think after the first 15 minutes, I realised quite quickly we probably weren't going to get anything from the game. Second half was reasonably better, but I just think because Sheffield United didn't have to push for a third goal, and we were allowed to come at them. I don't think we've had a shot on target at all. I really don't, and that's the most depressing thing about it, is that we don't even give it a go. You know, I said in a WhatsApp group that, why are we crossing the ball so much? You know, all of a sudden, now we haven't got a target man up front. We seem to be crossing the ball into the box to people that don't like the head of the ball. Afobe don't like the head of the ball. Mason Bennett's 3 foot and a fag paper. You know, these people are not going to be getting on the end of crosses with their head. So why we're crossing the ball, I do not know. So look, it's the second game of the season. We're missing a lot, well, quite a few vital players. I think it's quite obvious that Honeyman is desperately missed. Bradshaw and Afobe's partnership is desperately missed. And we take it down as a lesson learned. But I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to blame Rowett for that. I don't think the players are at it at all. We couldn't find... I actually put again in the WhatsApp group, we can't even pass to each other. Our passes were wayward. One of them we got really punished for in the first half. Just everything was off today, wasn't it? Everything was off. But look, it's the second game of the season. If we're going to make any mistakes, we're going to make them now. I'd rather do that than, you know, be in contention for a playoff spot at the end of the season and start making them. So, word of the day, discombobulated. But we move on to the next one. Come on, you Lions.